Welcome back to the Sunday Footy Show. Sunday agenda time. The AFL's 19th licence will most likely be granted officially on Wednesday in Tasmania after the Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, said this yesterday.
It's not an Australian Football League if it leaves off the South Island. And that's what's occurred for too long.
So that was the official announcement, TJ. $240 million comes into the equation, $715 million in total for a new stadium down there in Hobart. Timeline on this, clubs were briefed on Friday before that announcement by the federal government. They have until Wednesday when Gillan McLachlan and others at the AFL will go down to Tasmania to fully announce, we expect, the establishment of this 19th licence. Before then, they need to get it through the clubs officially through a vote. So they've got between now and Tuesday night to do that. Is
it a majority vote thereafter, or does it need to be 100%?
The way it'll be presented to the clubs is they'll need to push it down as opposed to vote it up, if that makes sense, and that'll be easier to sell. There's a few voices who still may have some questions, and I think they're valid questions.
When do we see them in the competition?
2027 is the latest on that, TJ.
Right, yeah. And they come through the lower grade first?
Yeah, there's talk now they will have a year in the VFL. How that looks, who coaches that team, is it the same coaches who will coach them in that 2027 season? All this is yet to play out. There is a significant funding shortfall on what they wanted, but having said that, $715 million is a lot of money, but there won't unlikely to be a roof on this stadium, and the capacity of it will be in the probably low 20s, maybe mid 20s, which again is down on what was speculated some time ago.
What sort of list concessions do you reckon they need, Kano, in terms of would you give them every Tasmanian for,
There's just not that many good Tasmanians. They're currently playing at the moment, and then coming through, they've been a struggle, which you spoke about during the week.
What about contracted players from every club?
Yeah.
Like, they can poach. How many do you reckon from each club, Damo? Would you allow them 3 to take from every club?
3 would probably be too many, Lordo. 1 may not be enough.
Yeah.
Look, they will be given a heap of draft concessions. It will be different to what happened with Gold Coast Suns and GWS and the way they were established. I say different because they were given high-end picks, numbers 1 to 5 in one particular draft, and then every second pick thereafter in another draft. They will be given lots of access to high-end talent, but not necessarily the first 5 picks in the draft. So teams struggling and needing to rebuild themselves while this team is coming in will still get access on their ladder position, at least in the high-end position. TJ, the name of the club, I mean, this is going to be a community-driven element, I would imagine, as part of it. Again, the Devils' name is something that is clearly synonymous with Tasmania. I don't know where it stands with that, but I would see that would be part of a...
Well, I think the only thing with Devils, it's probably too close to the Demons. There's an ice hockey team in the United States, the New York Islanders. I think the Tassie Islanders might work. You can't have the Tassie Tigers, obviously. What do you think, Nathan?
I like the Devils. Something with T is the Tassie Tornadoes.
What about the Trojans?
Have a lot there?
What about the Trojans, TJ?
The Tyrants.
What's the significance?
Oh, it's just a nice mascot.
and the Mariners were what their junior club was, wasn't it?
What's the significance of anything? What's the significance of the power? Like, why does it have to be significant?
Yeah.
Well, it helps.
Does it?
Yeah. I just don't know how many tornadoes they have in Tasmania.
They don't have any.
Where does the Magpie fit with Collingwood? Where's the significance?
Well, that's just traditional.
Black and white.
But what's the Trojan? What is the
It's
logo?
I'll show you it in the break. We don't have a visual.
Now,